Okay, 12-step trader. I'm still sober and I'm still trading. Got a little bit of a headache. Not really feeling it. Don't know how long this channel video thing's gonna last. I'm gonna do it again today though. I'm on my way to a meeting and checking in. I'm in no open positions right now. I took 3 trades today and I lost them all. They were bad trades, but I didn't move my stop loss, so I'm calling day 3 a success of not moving my stop loss. I journaled also. Didn't get up super early to check out the London session. That kind of sucked. But sometime yesterday, I think, I placed a limit order late last night that never got hit. And then this morning, I canceled the limit order and started taking shorts on the euro like an idiot. Damn thing just keeps going up. I mean, it's parabolic. It's a super trend line, and I'm shorting it. Anyhow, one thing I noticed, I'm trying to use this 3-hour higher time frame to get direction, and then move to a 23-minute, then trade the 23-minute chart. And trading the 23-minute chart may still be quite active, meaning that there might, I may not have to stay in the trade very long, compared to a 3-hour or 4-hour. 3-hour, 4-hour, if I'm trading that chart, I might get 2 to 5 setups a week, something like that. 23. It's more day trading, I think. May not be considered a scalper, but a scalper. Anyhow, I was waiting last night. I thought the Asian session in London was going to come out, spike up, hit liquidity, slam into this 117, 118 level, and then finally start to reverse last day of the month. I could have, I had some opportunities where I could have made a few pips on shorts. It just didn't work out. I set my stop loss and I was shooting for a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio, and they didn't pan out. But I got this overwhelming feeling to do the dollar cost averaging, where you just consistently keep adding to your loser to get a better price. I'm glad I didn't do that, and I'm glad that order didn't trigger, although I had a 2% stop loss on it also. But its price is sitting just under 118 right now, like 117.8. I don't know when it's going to turn around. They got this big beautiful bill. It's coming out of the Senate, going back to the House. They think it's going to be done by 4th of July. A lot of trade, tariff negotiations coming up. So I don't know. I don't know what's in store. We broke out of that range from 2002 to 2004, just before November of 24. It swept liquidity to the downside and then went up. You guys know if you watch the euro. But anyhow, so it was a success. I'm going to call it a success. I've been journaling. I told my sponsor. He got on me. He thought my limit order. He thought my limit order, I was cheating. Made me feel bad. I think he was ready to jump my ass. But at least I called him and told him what was going on. And then I called him today. I was jonesing, man. I wanted to trade this afternoon so bad. I was jonesing, so I texted him or called him, told him I wanted to trade. Took a picture of my journal, finished my journal out, sent it back to him. I will say this video, this video journaling is throwing an immense amount. You can call them topics, but they're really more like suggestions. Growth opportunities is what they are. And so, kind of a secondary goal is, as I'm working on this suggestion, that I move right into the next suggestion. What's the next suggestion going to be? Now, I've only done 3 out of 14 days, and I put some thought into it today. If I don't trade, does that count as a day where I achieved my suggestion? I don't know. I don't know if that counts or not. Maybe I'll have to talk to somebody else about that. You let me know if it counts. So what's been neat is, even though I've been, real weird about this video journaling and everything, I've journaled in the past. I've written lots of 4-step inventories, chicken scratches, homework assignments, rote papers, things like that. And I've never really, go back and reread them. Not to reread them, not like engaged in rereading them as reflection or to learn about myself or what's been going on. But these first few videos I've made, I'll find time and turn right back around and start watching these videos. What was I saying? What was I talking about? A lot of them I was in my car, because I can just get out of the house. And so I'm kind of double focused. It's kind of nice to have one thing to focus, take your attention on, and then I can just kind of let whatever comes out, comes out. My sponsor, he told me, my sponsor buddy, he told me I need to make these videos shorter. He's probably right, but I don't know. It's all about me. So those were also kind of my struggles. The victory was I held to my suggestion. I put my stop loss in there. One trade I watched, we got called to go sit at this parking lot on standby today and just wait in case they needed us. And for like over an hour, I just sat and watched that, and that's maybe why I got a headache. Just watched that range, and it just ticked closer and closer and closer. A slow moving day till lunchtime. It stopped me out though, but I didn't move my stop loss. Successful day. Would like to get up earlier in the morning, not be so rushed, and look for opportunities. Trading during work, it's not a good idea. Now if I placed a trade before work, even if it's a limit order, or took a position and then just let it play out, and didn't geek out or get in there and mess with it. You keep an eye on it, if I want to manage it with a trail stop. But that can be dangerous, because then when you get stopped out. So like 3 trades today, and I didn't even wait. I got 23-minute candle on a 23-minute chart. I couldn't even wait for one candle close after I got stopped out to get right back in. So that's not cool. There ought to be some kind of cool down period, break in between, double check momentum, double check reaction to some of these supply levels. But that's, maybe that's an item, a suggestion item going forward. So I'm kind of running on time. That's good. It's like 9 minutes in. I'm going to take the last 5 minutes or so and ramble about maybe a topic. So, I'm trying to become a better Forex day trader. And I'm member of Alcoholics Anonymous. You know, I love the 12 steps. So step 1, you know, we went over, I can't control the market. At the current time, I cannot control my behaviors, my impulses, these emotions coming in. So that's step 1, I'm powerless. You know, step 2, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. And this is kind of hard because, you know, the God thing's not always great and easy and smoothed out for me. By no means. But it's easy for me to look at the Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous. You know, they got a book. They got lots of books. They got people on tape. They got people that are doing this thing. And so, you know, I look to them as a power greater than myself. How are they doing it? It's funny because most of them go back into, you know, talking about God. Maybe that's where I need to go. Maybe I need to go into prayer and meditation, you know, if I'm willing. And, you know, basically the 12 steps have a way to evolve and find or develop a greater spiritual connection. And that can be something that's very personal. You know, I watched some videos today on Reels. A couple of them pissed me off because there were a couple guys that they were talking about trading with no indicators, trading on a naked chart, clean. And man, that was emotional, you know, just to kind of think about that. I don't know where that came from. I was going to talk about another video, but I've spaced out and lost it. Anyhow, the basic point I was trying to make is that step 2 for me is there's plenty of people out there, day trading professionals, that have given endless topics, suggestions, issues of why most people lose their money. I mean, I found it fascinating that way over 90% of people fail on, you know, a 50-50 coin flip. You know, price can either go up or down. And so, I mean, shoot, you ought to have, you know, half of us should be winners and half should be losers. That's not it at all. It's worse. It's worse. It'd be easier. They say that you would do better if you just woke up and had a monkey flip a coin and you did whatever, you took a trade and off a coin flip every morning. You'd probably do better. And that's just amazing. It just boggles my mind. So I'm interested in that, and I'm going to look and seek what are these other traders doing, and can I honestly look at myself and say that I'm doing what they're doing. I've got to judge myself. I've got to be critical. I've got to have patience. I've got to have honesty, be able to accept it. Yes, take responsibility. And when you're just doing this in your head, up here in your head by yourself, you know, on the phone, coming and going, joking around on minds, being a smart ass, it's easy to lie to yourself. It's easy to cheat yourself and blur the lines of did I follow the rules or not, bend the rules. This is kind of a, you know, it's a long-term journey. It takes a while to rewire the brain and change and create different behavioral habits. Commitment, which is going to be step 3, but we'll get to that later. Anyhow, step 2, my approach is there's other people out there doing it. There may not be very many of them, you know, and if you look at, you know, if you took surveys across the world, there's not too many people out there that are not drinking, consider themselves alcoholic. There's lots of people that don't drink, but did they have a drinking problem? So anyhow, I'm going to try to do what the successful people are doing and see if that works for me. I'm calling that step 2. So for now, we got us just over 15 minutes. Stay sober, stay trading.